start with walkouts, so walk the hands out until they sit underneath your shoulders and then walk the hands back. We move into a bear crawl knee taps. So in a bear crawl position, tap your knees on the mat and lift them slightly. Keep your core tight. Next is bear crawl. So here we're moving back and forth with the opposite leg and arm, keeping your core tight and focusing on your abs. Next, we take a little rest. Next is a lunge bend forward. So here I'm keeping my weight on the front leg, slightly tilting the back forward with my arms up and straight. Next, we keep the same motion of the lunge, and here we're bending our arms as we go down, and when we go up into the lunge, we extend our arms back up. Next is a skater, so keep the front leg slightly bent and the back leg goes back and forth, keeping your core really tight with an arm motion. Next, we take a little rest. Next is lunge bend forward on the other side, so keep your core tight, arms straight, and go low. Next is lunge lat pull down, so bring your arms down as you go down and bring them up and straight as you go up into the lunge. Next is a skater, so keep that front leg slightly bent and go back and forth with the other leg, keeping your core really tight. Next, we take a little rest. Next, we go onto a side plank on your knee, and we're gonna lift that other leg up and down, keeping your core really tight and your hips high. Next, we're gonna crunch that same knee to elbow, feeling those obliques really engaged and extending really long and out. Next, we're gonna hold that leg up, hold the arm up, and squeeze your core. Next, we take a little rest. Next, we go on a side plank on the other side, and we lift that leg up and down, keeping our hips up and our core really tight. Next, we crunch that same knee to elbow, and we feel that in the obliques and focus on extending really long. Next, we hold that leg really high, keep that arm straight, keep those hips up. Next, we take a little rest. Next, we go into a tricep arm lift. So keep your palms facing up, lift those arms straight, and squeeze those triceps. Next, we bend those elbows, we keep the arms high, and we extend, working on those tricep extensions. Next, we tap our hands behind our back, working on the triceps still. Engage your arms, keep those arms high. Next, we take a little rest. Next are hyperextensions. So here we lift the legs and we lift the upper body, squeezing our back at the top and coming down slow. Hold that position at the top and bend and extend your arms into a lat pull down. Keep those legs up and squeeze your back. And now we keep the arms in, we hold everything at the top and squeeze your glutes, your back, and keep those arms really high, those legs really high. Next, we take a little rest. Next is arm wings. So here you keep your hands facing up, extend your arms towards the ceiling and bring it back down, feeling it in your biceps. Next is a wing with a shoulder twist. So at the top, we twist our arm so we can also feel this on our shoulders. Next is a shoulder side raise pulse. So here you keep your arms almost straight and your palms facing back. Next, we take a little rest. Next is a push-up on the knee, so keep your core tight. Remember to tilt your pelvis in and go as low as you can. Next, we go into a plank shoulder tap. So here you want to keep your hands right under your shoulders and tap the opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Next, we keep the core tight and we go into mountain climbers. So bring that knee in and squeeze your core and go at your own pace. Next, we take a little rest. Next, we go into a plank elbow twist. So here, move side to side from the plank so that you shift your weight from one side to the other. Next is plank hip dip. So in an elbow plank, move your hips side to side, keep the core in and the pelvis tucked in. And finally, we hold the plank. You can do this, squeeze your core and your glutes and everything. You're almost done.